Hey everyone, this is my 3-finger banjo style arrangement of Tennessee Stud, Doc Watson style. It's in the key of D. I've already tuned my 5th string up to an A, and this is what it sounds like. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Long about 1825, I left Tennessee very much alive. Never would have got through the Arkansas mud if I hadn't been riding on the Tennessee Stud. The Tennessee Stud was long and lean, the color sun and his eyes were green. He had the nerve and he had the mud, there never was a horse like the Tennessee Stud. Alright, so that's how this sounds. So let's go through this. Quickly, I'll talk about the form. This tune doesn't have like a solo break. It has just this instrumental break. Ba-ba-doo-ba-doo-doo-ba-doo-doo-doo-doo. Song normally starts with that. So we have this instrumental break. Then there's these chordal shots. Boom, chicka-doom, chicka-doom, cha-cha, doom, chicka-doom, chicka-doom, cha-cha. And I would kind of think of that as the whole like instrumental break, that thing all together. Then you have a verse section, which is normally repeated twice. I didn't do that just to spare you my singing voice. And then a chorus section, and then we go back to the break. So it's break, verse, verse, break, verse, verse, break, verse, verse, break, until you're out of lyrics or everyone's left. Okay, so let's talk about, we'll go into the chords when we go through the verse and the chorus, but let's start with this intro. So the intro I'm doing in a melodic style. It's flat picked by Doc Watson. It's kind of fiddly, and we play it twice. Again. Now, because I've tuned up my 5th string to A, it kind of changes the way we play melodic style. So you'd have to come up with a different way if you didn't want to tune this string up to A, but this is the way we've got here. So I'm going, it's basically just down a scale here. So we start here, and what I'm doing is I'm kind of in this little section that you'll be if you've ever done any melodic style stuff. You're often here on this E, F sharp. But instead of getting G here with the 5th string, I'm just getting it here, and I'm going to do a pull off. So A, G, F sharp, E, D. So I'll have the tab up here. Now here, B, A. Right? Now this is just a slide up to the D. Right. Okay, let me do this. That's like the worst way I've ever played it. The weirdest thing here is sliding from A to D, and you want to do that with your middle finger because this first finger can get here to get this hammer onto the F sharp here at the end there. So, what am I doing? Here's that do, da, same thing. And then here, pinch. Or if you want to, you just hit the 5th string again. Anything like that. So that's the whole section there. And notice that I'm kind of pivoting. It's actually really kind of this one shape, just middle finger, first finger, middle finger, first finger, middle finger, first finger. I don't really use my pinky or anything like that. Just those 2 fingers the whole time. Okay, now this little shot section, so I'll put the tab up here. D, A, D, cha, cha. Sometimes it's D, C, D, D, C, D, cha, cha. But it doesn't matter because the A minor and the C are pretty much the same chord other than this 3rd string, and we're just not going to hit it. So the way we've done it doesn't matter if people are playing with C or playing with A minor. Both are, I've heard both versions of it. So it's nice to just kind of hear what other people are doing if you're playing with a group of people. Okay, this is what the shot sound like. And we do it again. Right? Just notice that my thumb is like this pinch section. And then here, this little forward roll, if you're not used to this, you should be. You just have to make sure that this D note is with your index finger. Thumb, index, middle, thumb, index. So it sounds like this. Now, I'm not sure if if I put this in the tabs. Oh no, I didn't put it in the tabs. But often I'll play a little ghost note at the end there. And just throw my index finger in right at the end. Okay, so that little shot section comes up again and again in the piece through the verse and the chorus. So we'll get to that and we'll play it that way when we get it. Okay, now the verse here, we're going to play just the chords. It's the D, C chord, D, and the A minor, we just play it like we did for the shots there. It's just basically a C chord. Now, the whole time here, other than when I do licks, I play what I often refer to with my students as the no fifth roll. I'll put it up here. It's just this. I'll hold a D to start. This is a very useful pattern. You can change it up. You can try other rolls. Or with the no fifth roll, a nice thing to do is you can just pinch by the first 2 bits a little bit and then go to the second half of it. So you don't have to go pinch, roll, pinch, roll. You can go pinch, 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 roll, 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 pinch. You know, whatever you feel like. But good place to start is this boom, chick, doo-ba-da-ga-doom, chick, doo-ba-doo, because it is the groove of this tune. Anyways. Verse chords here. I'm just going to sing through it and play it. Here's the chords up top. Long about 1825, I left Tennessee very much alive. Now there's an extra bar of C here, and there's a lick that we can do, right? The lick I have written, I'll put this up here, is or, right? But you can do any sort of C lick you want. Like, it's just kind of a bar for someone to do a C lick. Now, if you're playing this with other people, you kind of have to notice, okay, who's doing the lick? What's happening here? Don't do anything too obtrusive there. But again, I'll play through that line. Long about 1825, I left Tennessee very much alive. Here's the lick. Back to the next line. Never would have got through the Arkansas, but if I hadn't been riding on the... Now here we have this A-D thing. A-D. So it's just the same as that ending we had before. And then we do the shots again. Boom, check, boom, ba-da-ba-dum, check, cha, boom, check, boom, ba-da-ba-dum, cha. Then you normally do a verse again. Had some trouble with my sweetheart's pal. One of the brothers was a bad outlaw. Sent her a letter from my uncle, but now I rode away on the Tennessee stud. Okay, here we have the chorus, so I'll put up the first line here. Now you'll notice there's like a bar of 2/4 in there, and all that means is we only play it for half the amount of time. You'll see it when we get to it. So Tennessee stud was long and lean. Then we have a G chord, color the sun and his. Now, if you don't know a B flat chord, you can think about it as like here's an A chord, up 2 frets is, or sorry, here's a G chord, up 2 frets is an A chord, up 1 more fret is a B flat. Eyes were. Now here we only do it for 2 beats, so boom, check is all we're doing. And then A for 2 bars. So I'll do that together. Tennessee stud was long and lean, the color of the sun, and his eyes were green. Now, those 2 bars of A, there's normally a lick that goes in there. So I'll show that to you now. That lick here, the way I'm doing it is I have this A bar and I go pinch at first, and then I do this little line where I go 5, 3, 2 on the high string. It's a little bit tough if you're not used to doing a 7 chord like this. This is an A7, by the way, but it sounds like this. Boom. The whole time I'm barring that. So again, I'll do that. Tennessee stud was long and lean, the color of the sun, and his eyes were green. Next line, he had the nerve and he had the blood. Now there never was a horse like this A-D thing again. A-D. Then we do the shots again. D-A-D. And that's basically the whole tune. We just go back into the melody. There you go. That's all of Tennessee stud. If you're messing around with this, try to come up with your own licks on that C spot. Try to come up with your own licks on that A spot. Last thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to play through it at a slow speed. And just so you can kind of hear it and play along and that stuff. But if you're interested in having the PDF of this, you could support me on Patreon. That would be very nice and helpful. Help me to do more things like this if you like it. But here we go. This is what it sounds like. Nice and slow. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Along about 1825, I left Tennessee very much alive. Never would have got through the Arkansas mud if I hadn't been riding on the Tennessee stud shots. Chorus. Now the Tennessee stud was long and lean, the color of the sun, and his eyes were green. He had the nerve and he had the blood. Now there never was a horse like the Tennessee stud. Hey, hope you enjoy this tune. Till next time. Bye.